All right, so if the form of our solution is going to be that the temperature of position and at any time t is equal to a transient part and a stationary part. All right, stationary just means that it's not going to depend upon time. This is what the temperature will look like in the bar when time is headed off towards infinity. Then if we substitute that into our second order differential equation, well, the first term on the left is the second derivative of u with respect to x. So w differentiated twice with respect to x, v differentiated it twice with respect to x. On the right-hand side of the PDE, we have a u of t, so differentiate w with respect to t and v with respect to t. But we set up v to be just a function of x. So when you differentiate that with respect to t, well, you're treating this whole thing as like a constant then. And so the derivative of constant with respect to t is equal to 0. So that's going to be gone. So now we have that the change in the temperature at, over time is equal to, well, the change in this transient temperature over time. Now, we're going to let time go off towards infinity. Well, eventually the system settles down. Okay, and you, by common sense, you realize that, okay, the temperature in the bar, all right, as long as the end conditions are not changing and we don't have a source or anywhere that's somehow changing the system, well, the temperature is going to settle down, and so there will be no change in the temperature, all right, with respect to time. Therefore, no change in the transient, all right, after a while, all right, so there's not going to be change of that with respect to time, and then that's going to be 0, and that's all that this says here. Well, then in our PDE, that's going to leave us with the second derivative of u is going to be equal to 0, right? Our left-hand side is going to equal to 0 on the right-hand side. And substituting that in for u, our left-hand side is going to be the second derivative of w with respect to x, second derivative of v with respect to x, and that's going to be equal to 0 on the right-hand side.